We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Here's Thomas.
A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
13. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line.
Running left is Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, sit on. Report. You are X.
To throw is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Kill. Go to 54. What do you think?
Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here's Prescott.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Ken Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Bills 0. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss. Had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
26. 26.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. And you look at this Saints defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he's going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Bills had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yeah! Wide. Hey, kill! We're going to 54, wide in. Done. Hey! 47. 26.
Prescott down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 29-yard line.
On a quick.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Alpha, what?
In motion is McBride.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12 yards.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing is Jackson.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
In motion is McBride.
Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, and a run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
13.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Onward.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Jackson.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Quick, ready?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Go ahead. You at. Yo.
Jackson will throw again.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a gain of 14
Sets him up
yards.
nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go. 40.
Running from the gun with Henry.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 46. 26.
Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
16-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, check. Hey, 47. What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rashee Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bills 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
A gain of 50 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Jaden Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Bills 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Rice for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
That's the score, Saints 21, Bills 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 15
He'll get
yards.
15 and a Saints first down.
For a Saints first down. A gain of 15. And the
Now
Saints
Jackson going to shift him around. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Nice on. All right. No, we changed it. 13.
Back to throw. Jackson. Oh, look at that. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Rush coming in. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's 2nd down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They go play action with Jackson.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Trey McBride,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A loss of 10 yards.
They'll wind up
play.
losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
There we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to, hey, kill. Go to 53.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete.